All right, so now obviously, I mean, you're probably still enjoying the win, I'm sure, but everybody's focused now is that Khabib fight. You know, this guy hasn't lost a single fight. I think he's only lost maybe a round or two in the entire time he's been in the UFC.
I think he lost to T-Bow, but that's just me.
Yeah, close maybe. There's a debate there to be had for sure, but officially he's undefeated. When is that fight happening?
My best September, August, September. I want time. And, you know, I couldn't even I can't even sympathize for him because I couldn't imagine being in his shoes. But, you know, I don't think that's the last thing on his mind right now. So, you know, we'll let time pass and then figure it out.
Yeah. Obviously, you're talking about the reports coming out of Russia with his family. I mean, I think the whole MMA community is wishing, you know, him the best of luck and his father the best of luck in that scenario. I know it's hard to kind of speculate on things that we don't know what's going to happen with that situation. But are you pretty like you're waiting for Khabib? That's your next fight, 100%. Like nothing could happen that would take you another route in the meantime.
No, I mean unless it wasn't going to be this year. But yeah, that's the fight I want. That's the fight I earned, I deserve. That's the only fight out there for me right now. You know, I'm glad I have a little bit of say. Because one thing I want to focus on is bringing a little bit of legitimacy to the process. I want young guys to know that when you come into the UFC and you win, you know, you fight someone in front of you. You lose, you fight someone behind you. And if you win enough times in a row against the ranked guys and you get an interim belt, that you fight for the title. And that's how the process should work. You know, there's playoffs, NFL, MLB, NBA, they all got playoffs. You know, so they know how it works. You know, there's an answer. We don't have that as UFC athletes. So I'm glad that I get a little bit of say. So that's the only fight. That's the only fight that's right. That's the only fight that makes sense. And it's great. It's going to be a huge fight. It's going to be a huge fight.
Yeah, of course. And how do you prepare for that fight? I've covering Khabib's career and sort of talking to people as they prepare for him. I've heard two different kind of feelings. You know, I've heard guys get on the wrestling mats and just wrestle, try to get familiar with wrestling. And I've heard other guys say, you know, you can't do that. You got to stick to what you do. And if you start focusing on what he's doing too much, you know, then you're starting off at a disadvantage. Like even Conor, you know, when he fought Khabib, he said that he got away from himself and was thinking about too much about what Khabib does. How do you think is the most appropriate way, the most efficient way to prepare for that fight?
I mean, I'll do it the same exact way that I've done it for every single fight. You know, I will work to be my best self. I'm so athletic. The biggest fact, you know, the first thing to go when you get tired is your legs. So my legs, you know, from now until then, I'm going to be running a lot, jump roping a lot of aerodyne, a lot of step ups, a lot of squats. My legs, you know, if my legs are in shape, I don't get tired. And if I don't get tired, then I can get back up. And if I can get back up, then I can hit him. And if I can hit him, I hit like a truck. I only got to kick him, you know, 8 times in the calf before he's compromised. There's a lot of factors, there's a lot of things, but I'm gonna work on being me, you know, staying in shape. It's all cardio.
I just spoke to your old teammate Colby Covington, who told me he's left ATT. He's no longer a member of the team anymore. Can I ask what your reaction to this?
Here. I guess I'm still here. The truth will shine, my brother.
What happened?
I'll let you ask Dan Lambert, but that dude was never part of this team. He was just a cancer, man, for the last 34 years. You know, man, at the end of the day, he didn't feel safe in here, man. I wonder why.
Are you happy he's gone? Would you like to fight him?
I'll tell you what, man. This I'm not exaggerating what I'm about to say. This is a temple for me. It's it's somewhat of a religious experience for me being in here since a kid, you know. My good days, my bad days, my birthdays, all days I've spent in this gym sharpening my tools. I truly love this place. So I don't like to see that animosity, even if he had never said a word about me. What type of teammate or man, or it's not a man, but sport are we in that you can insult a woman, you know, insulted Joanna, insulted Amanda, insulted Dustin. These people are not in your weight class. I get it. You're trying to do the stick that you're some type of deal. What's that have to do with a woman? A 115-pound woman, 135 woman. Are you going to compete against them? Are you going to sell more pay-per-views because you're talking about Amanda and Joanna? Answer me that. Is that what's going to happen? People are going to be like, oh, he's talking smack about chicks. I'm going to go buy the pay-per-view. And it just sets such a bad example of our team and our sport. So him not being associated with us no more, they've already moved all the pictures of this coward here. He's off the website. It's like he didn't even exist from here. And same thing it'll be in the UFC. His next fight, he's going to get knocked out, and then you end up in Mikasuki's, in Indian gaming halls, fighting for his life, you know?
So before it's all said and done, would you like to fight him, or do you just want to be done with him?
I'm pretty sure he's just done, man. Life is just going to get him out of that. I don't see him winning anymore. Not at a high level. If they give him some new guy that just came in, maybe. But if they have him up there against top competition, he won't handle it. He's a fragile dude, man. And he's not a guy that's mentally strong. You know, I remember he used to cry on my couch all the time. When he broke his hand the first time, he lived in my couch for about 8-9 months. Didn't have a job, couldn't fight, had a broken hand, and he thought about quitting like 2-3 times. So mentally, he's weak. I've been hearing the same thing about the jaw. I'd be surprised if he even comes back to fight. That stuff that he was gonna fight Woodley, he wasn't training here. He wasn't training anywhere. He's just, and that's why kind of the media has to really, I don't know, man. The media has to kind of change. You can't just copy and paste everything everybody says. I'm not saying you, but you know who I'm talking about. Anything somebody says something, they put it out there. Just because he says it doesn't mean he's gonna do it or nothing like that, you know? We should be questioning these people as journalists. Like, yeah, is that so? You've been training this and that? Because he wasn't training anywhere. Woodley was actually getting ready to fight for Leon. Woodley actually signed the bout agreement. Colby yet again pulled out for a third time. So I don't, against Woodley. So I don't get it how he even has anybody believing in him. You know, I don't see him fighting any top fighters anytime soon.